The following segment is sponsored by Segelke Financial Group. Welcome back to Fresh Living. We're here with Jeff Segelke, our resident financial advisor. Jeff, thanks so much for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having me. It's great to be here.
Okay, so 2020 obviously has been hard on all of us, but some people are being forced into early retirement, right? If someone's at home thinking, I don't know what to do you have advice for them?
Yeah. So thousands of people here in Utah, but tens of thousands and millions across the United States have been laid off, furloughed, forced into unemployment, or forced into early retirement by their companies because of the pandemic and because of the government shutdown of the economy. And so many people have been calling into my radio show and telling me how concerned they are and not knowing what to do as far as their retirement funds, as far as their health insurance, as far as their future.
Yeah.
And so there's so many things that you're dealing with if you've been laid off, if you're unemployed right now, if you've been forced into early retirement. And so you've got to do some things to make sure you're going to be okay for the future.
Okay, what's one of them? What can people do?
Couple of things. One thing you should look at is your retirement accounts. So if you've been furloughed or forced into early retirement, you need to make sure that your retirement accounts are in the right place, that they're invested appropriately. And so that's something we do, is help you give you a free review, a free analysis of your current 401k plan, pension plans, whatever it is you have, to make sure it's in the right place and make sure you're invested appropriately. So that's number one.
Okay.
And you may want to roll over your 401k into an individual retirement account, and that way you have more control, better investment options, things like that. So that's one thing you could be looking at.
Okay, and do you have a second one that you can give, or do people need to call you? Can you give us a
give us a call, because we'd love to help, because you need to look at your health insurance probably options. You need to make sure, if you've been forced into early retirement, you need to make sure that you're okay, because maybe you were planning to retire at 65, but you're 62 and company has said, sorry, we need you to go. Now what? Can you retire early, or do you need to go find another job? And so we can help you figure that out. We can do the math and help you figure out if you're going to be okay, if you have enough savings and investments, or if you do need to go back to work.
Okay, Jeff, what if, you only have a couple years left to retirement. Obviously, 2020 threw us for a loop, and you were forced or maybe laid off. Should you get that job, or should you wait?
It just depends. If you want to work and can go back to work doing something, I think that's a great thing, because the longer you can postpone retirement, your Social Security benefit gets larger if you wait. Your retirement savings hopefully grow if you wait. So there's a lot of reasons to wait, but at the same time, if you're 62 years old and you've been forced into early retirement and you're tired and don't really want to go get a new job, let's sit down and talk about your situation and figure out if you can retire right now.
Yeah, and see what our options are. That's why you trust the professionals like Jeff. Okay, what are most people asking you right now during 2020? Has it changed?
Yes. I think like any year, people are concerned about the stock market. They're concerned about their investments, their retirement, because of the craziness we've seen in the stock market, of the stock market dropping 35%. And now it's come roaring back, which is great. And we're about back to even for the year. But what's next?
Yeah.
What's next?
What's next? And you have a free guide that you're going to help people out with.
Yes. So we have a free retirement guide. I created this specifically to help you make sure you can check the boxes, so to speak, for your retirement, to make sure you're on track, to make sure you've taken care of everything you need to take care of for your retirement. So the first 20 callers who mentioned Fresh Living today, just give us a call. We're going to give you this free checklist, and it's awesome. It will help you make sure you're making the right decisions. And then if you'd like a free consultation, a free visit with me, we'll chat on the phone or in person and talk about your situation.
Oh, so great. Jeff, where can we find you?
You can find us at protectandgrowwealth.com. You can also hear me on my radio show every week, every Saturday on KNRS, that's 105.9 FM, at 7 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m.
You're amazing.
So love to help you figure out retirement and make sure you're on track.
Yes. Let us have peace, right? So we don't have to worry about it. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us.